News 8 at 5 starts now.
And we begin right now with iTeam 8 here at 5 o'clock in a family story of devastation.
Tonight, the family of Andre Smith, the man run over multiple times and killed in a bar parking lot, is sharing their story. And they're telling it to iTeam 8's Richard Essex.
Smith was pronounced dead just before 1 o'clock Friday morning. His family had rushed to the scene on East 82nd Street. Many of them saw his lifeless body trapped under a car. It's a memory that will haunt them forever.
So be hit like an animal in the street. I don't want nobody to love me that hard if you gotta take my life.
The emotions are still very raw. Smith's aunts, Renika and Sandra Day, described the last minutes of their nephew's life.
A lot of my nephews, Renika's cousins, our nephews and cousins and sons, seen our loved one up underneath the car, crying for help. As he was trying to raise his head up, she ran over McGee.
And like a dog in the street.
It's just
compelling and overwhelming.
Within minutes, Smith was pronounced dead by the Indianapolis Fire Department. His last moments are replayed in the collective memory of his family.
And it replays every time I blink right now. It replays every time we have to talk about it or if I'm asleep at night. So I could only imagine how my sister is feeling right now. I could only imagine. It's one thing to, injure or wound a person, but to take a life.
While they are yelling for help me. A young man and a young lady inside of Tally's. Whoever you are, our hearts go out to you, and we thank you from the bottom of our hearts. They ran out of there and finally stopped her from continually to
going back and
forth our family body.
According to IMPD, Smith and a female friend were inside Tilly's Bar and Grill around midnight on Thursday, June 2nd. That is when Gail Morse showed up and tried to start a fight. Police say Morse then attempted to hit Smith's female companion with an empty wine bottle. The three were then asked to leave. Smith went into the parking lot while his dinner date waited for her food to be prepared. Once he was outside and away from the building, IMPD says Morse hit him with a car 3 times. She told police that she'd been tracking Smith with an AirTag GPS monitoring device.
Those tracking devices should not be used for the public. They should not be available for the public. They should only be used for hospital and law.
They both believe that their nephew would still be alive had he been able to detect the monitoring device. The family has not been told where the device had been located. For those that are left behind, there will always be questions that no one can fully answer. Sandra Day, Smith's aunt, says that the family and the witnesses will need counseling.
We need to seek help, seek counseling. It's okay to seek counseling. Mm-hmm. It's okay to tell someone what's going on, so that way they can help us through the situation.
Smith leaves behind a 4-year-old daughter, numerous cousins, aunts, and uncles. In Indianapolis, Richard Essex, Wish TV, iTeam 8.